The Toyota Highlander is new for 2020. Bigger, bolder, and better all around, this three-row crossover has been overhauled from grille to liftgate for the latest model year. Now entering its fourth generation, the Highlander gains fresh style, a raft of new technology, and an interior that's more premium than before. What's not to like? Well, good question. I'm sure I'll find something. Seriously, I'm not doing my job unless I'm complaining. This new Highlander looks a lot like the model it's replacing, with a big old grille up front and a number of familiar forms on the body, but I happen to think this one looks a lot more elegant and sophisticated, at least to my eye. This utility vehicle will be offered in 5 different trims. There's L, LE, XLE, Limited, and Platinum. Now, the hybrid variant is making a return for 2020, and it will be offered in all of those grades except L. That's the cheap one. Like practically every redesigned vehicle, the new Highlander here has grown. It's 2 inches and change longer than before. The wheelbase has been stretched slightly, and it's a little bit broader too. Facilitating these increases, this vehicle is based on a version of the automaker's TNGA platform, which is rapidly proliferating throughout Toyota's lineup. Not only does that body stretch make the new Highlander a thick boy, as the kids are saying these days, really swole, it provides more interior space, up to 84.3 cubic feet when all the rear seats are stowed. That's a tiny bit more than the outgoing Highlander and Honda's Pilot offer, but a few cubes less than what the new Ford Explorer provides. For maximum capaciousness, you'll probably want a Volkswagen Atlas. It's by far the roomiest of these competitors. If hauling folks instead of freight is a priority, the 2020 Highlander can seat either 7 or 8 people, depending on whether it's equipped with a second-row bench seat or captain's chairs. Ahoy, matey! Hi. And when it's time to weigh anchor, you'll be thankful the Highlander's base 4-cylinder engine has been given the old heave-ho. That means all standard versions are now powered by a 3.5-liter gasoline-burning V6 matched to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Now, this combo delivers 295 horses with 263 pound-feet of torque, exactly the same as before. Fortunately, these figures are perfectly competitive with the Pilot and Atlas, though the Explorer is significantly more muscular, offering up to 400 horses. As for the Highlander Hybrid, it features a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine and a couple electric motors that deliver 243 horsepower altogether. Now, the big news is it's up to 24% more efficient than the outgoing Highlander Hybrid, delivering up to 36 miles per gallon combined. Also new for the 2020 model year, you can get the Highlander Hybrid in all-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. Inside, there's plenty to crow about. This utility vehicle's cabin is beautifully built and comprised mostly of very nice materials, though the dashboard design is unusually asymmetrical. At least it has lots of storage cubbies. Seating comfort gets high praise in the first and second rows, though the third row is probably best left to the kids, as with other vehicles in this class. When it comes to technology, there is plenty. Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 is standard on all versions of the new Highlander. It includes things like adaptive cruise control, automatic high beams, road sign recognition, and much more. 3-zone climate control is also included across the board, though LE and higher versions also come with blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert at no extra cost. Stepping up the ladder, Limited and Platinum models come with a 1200-watt 11-speaker JBL sound system. Platinum versions also have a 12.3-inch screen, which is also offered on Limited versions. Lesser variants of the Highlander, well, they make do with an 8-incher. Unfortunately, though, on this screen you get a typical Toyota infotainment system, which is unfortunate. It's quite confusing and it's not very responsive. I think they could do a much better job in this area. At least Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa integration, Waze compatibility, and even in-vehicle Wi-Fi are all standard. Now, I also hear going forward, Toyota may introduce Microsoft DOS for dashboards. It brings command line convenience to your drive. Okay, now that the engine start executable is running, I can talk to you about how the new Highlander drives. One of the first things I noticed about this vehicle is its Lexus levels of refinement. Yeah, it's really smooth, solid, and serene inside. As for performance, the V6 powered Highlander is perfectly fine. It's got plenty of scoot. However, it's not as quick as I thought it would be. Actually, earlier in the week, I was reviewing a Honda Odyssey minivan, and it was noticeably punchier than the Highlander here. I'm not sure if it's a gearing or weight issue, but the Toyota really should feel faster, I think. As for the hybrid, there's really nothing to complain about aside from a little bit of grumbling four-cylinder noises from under the hood, though that's more than offset by the superior fuel economy and, of course, the silent running in electric-only mode. On the subject of consumption, a front-wheel drive V6 powered model should get you 21 miles per gallon around town, 29 highway, and 24 mpg combined. Now, if you go for all-wheel drive, naturally, it does degrade those figures a little bit. Expect 20, 27, and 23, respectively. As for the hybrid, you'll get 36 miles per gallon around town, 35 highway, and 36 combined if you go with front-wheel drive. Opt for 4-corner traction instead, and you get 35 mpg right across the board. For extra versatility, the Highlander can also be fitted with an optional trailer towing package. Now this includes, among other things, a heavy-duty radiator with an engine oil cooler and a better performing fan. Now this package allows you to tow up to 5,000 pounds. The new Toyota Highlander is a fine 3-row crossover. Now, I don't know whether I prefer it to, say, a Pilot or a Palisade, but it is an excellent all-around choice, very smooth and quiet and refined. And when you factor in Toyota's reputation for both quality and resale value, well, it becomes an easy product to recommend. Look for this crossover at dealerships right now, though the hybrid variant is not slated to go on sale until early next year. As for pricing, a base V6 powered L model is going to cost about $35,720, including $1,120 in destination fees. As for the hybrid, there is a $1,400 upcharge for that version. And of course, if you check every available box, you should have no trouble spending more than $50 grand on the new Toyota Highlander. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more first drive videos just like this one, the latest auto show coverage, and of course, other vehicle reviews.